welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute and I have been like literally MIA and not posting any like real makeup tutorials and reviews, but your girl is back. I was like literally like dying sick, but I'm better. But even if I sound a little stuffy, yeah, it's because I'm getting over being sick. But for today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different from my regular reviews. I'm going to be doing 2 products in this review and playing in some new makeup that I received in PR. So let's go ahead and jump into this video and see what I'm going to be playing with today. But before you do that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and hit the thumbs up like button. But let's go ahead and get started. Since we are starting off bare face today, that means we are going to be doing a review on some foundation. So NYX Cosmetics and Alyssa Ashley collaborated on a foundation, the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, that actually is already available. They teased it in the beginning around like BeautyCon. A couple influencers had it, but now it is fully available, and they also came out with a new primer. So that is the first product that I'm going to be playing with today. So I pulled a couple shades that I think will be my foundation shade. I'm going to do some swatches for you guys, and then I'm going to move on and create a look and show what other products that I have. So let's do that. So I've already been playing around in these shades, so I went and pulled 4 shades starting from 19, 20, 21, and 22. So this is what it looks like, the Can't Stop Won't Stop full coverage foundation. It is a 24-hour wear. So the foundation goes for $14.99 and then the primer goes for $13.99. So $1 difference between the two, and you're spending kind of like $30 for the 2 products, which isn't bad in my opinion. I'm going to be starting off with the color Mocha, which is number 19. So it's Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation 19 Mocha. Now I read somewhere too that the foundations are kind of correspondent with the Total Drop Control foundation, so whatever you are in that foundation may be similar to what you are in this foundation. I forgot to mention too that there are 45 shades. That's really good. So let's go ahead and try this out here on my chest, and I'm going to. So the next color we have, which I think is my color, which is Can't Stop Won't Stop 20 in Deep Rich. So I'm going to do that one right there. Number 21, which is Cocoa. We're going to go with 22.5, which is a Warm Walnut. We have a Mocha, Deep Rich, Cocoa, and Warm Walnut. So there we have 19, 20, 21, and 22.5. I skipped the 22 just because I wanted to show the kind of like shade range and how good that is and how they're kind of like jumping. So I just want to show them really quick. I am going to go with this one. I've already compared this to my other foundations, and that is my shade. So I'm going to go with 20, which was Deep Rich. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Can't Stop Won't Stop primer. Obviously these were made to go with each other, so I'm going to go ahead and use these together. So this is a matte primer. This is what it looks like up close. Oh wow, it's very thick. It's a very like thick consistency, so I would probably just focus. See, this is like a real primer. I feel like the ones that I use are like moisturizing primers, but this is definitely like this is a really thick consistency. So I'm definitely just gonna focus this on any of my T-zones. Oh wow, it's a heavy primer. It's not tacky. at all. It's not a like sticky primer. It definitely dries down to a matte. I can kind of feel like where I placed it, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that definitely dried down to a matte finish. So I'm gonna be using a beauty blender, but let me do a couple more dots. And to apply it, I'm gonna be using a beauty blender. I just got that in my damn eye. Oh my gosh. Ah! Let's get the 5 head. So this foundation is definitely matte. Like, you can see on my skin that there's no like luminous look to this. Like, it's definitely like super duper matte, especially compared to the Total Drop Control. It's definitely like a freaking matte. I think maybe if I was gonna use this foundation that I wouldn't use the primer with it, just because those two together are incredibly matte. But now if you're an oily sis, then that's fine. Like, this would really work for you. But me, I'm kind of combination and I can have dry skin a little bit, so I probably wouldn't use the two together. But yeah, that just sucked any oils that I had in my face right out. But the thing about it though is I can't feel it on my face. Like, it's not dry, like, I want to say, reference to the Beauty Bakery where I just felt like I was dry. This one doesn't feel like that. Like, I can still move my face, but it definitely is a matte foundation. So they didn't come out with a concealer, so I'm going to be sticking to my Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer. This is my baby. I'm in the color Mahogany. We're looking a little better. But still, so far, like, even with my concealer on top, like, it feels good. How y'all like my hair? I just came and like changed my hair and didn't say anything about it. So I'm actually trying to wear my real hair because I cannot do frontals. I cannot do I just can't do the frontals. The glue and all of that like breaks me out on the side of my head. You can't see it, but it literally like breaks me out. I have allergic reactions to it, so frontals are canceled for me. And I'm trying to wear my real hair and stay away from like wigs and stuff, because I need to let my edges breathe before they fall out and I don't have no more. So this is how my hair will be for a while. I'll probably switch it up, do different things, but yeah, I'm just tired of wearing wigs and I want to train my real hair to be out and take care of it and give it the love and care that it needs. So now we are going to contour with my Fenty stick, and I need to get some more of this. So this actually makes doing my tutorials a lot easier. Let's get the 5 head, y'all. We gotta get the get the 5 head, because so usually to set my concealer and stuff, I use either my Huda Beauty or I use like a Sacha Buttercup. I've been using my Huda Beauty setting powder. I received the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in medium deep, so I'm going to be trying that out today. So this can be an alternative to the Huda Beauty one if you don't want to support and you want to buy something else, or you can go ahead and get the Beauty Bakery. You gotta support our brown sisters. The Beauty Bakery Flower setting powder is just as good and phenomenal. So if you're looking for a medium deep for dark skin to set and you don't really like using the yellow, or you think the yellow is too bright, then you have some options. So I'm going to be trying out this one today. So that is what it looks like. And then on that same beauty blender, I'm not really going to bake, I'm just going to press it into my skin. I don't know, like I'm liking everything, but I'm just looking a little dry. So I'm gonna see once we do some setting spray how we look. So usually after that part, I go ahead and set again using a finishing powder from the Black Radiance Contour Kit. But because I'm already feeling really matte, I'm not going to do that step. I'm going to go ahead and skip, and I'm going to just skip to my contour. And I'm going to be using the Morphe Bronzer in Show Matte. And that is what it looks like. You guys have seen this. I have talked about this multiple times. Okay, so this is how we are looking so far. This is the new foundation and the primer, and then the Laura Mercier setting powder. So I'm feeling really, I don't feel dry. I look dry though, and I don't really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, just to bring some like moisture back into my face. Bring me back to life. Woo! So unlike my other foundation reviews, I usually just stop and then come back and talk about it, and then the rest of my makeup is already done. But this one is different. So I'm going to be using the new formulated Jaclyn Hill Volt eyeshadows. I did a video on the first release and people were dragging me because I did not have a hard time with the palette and thought that I was, you know, like just co-signing and trying to get people to buy stuff that was bad and all of that. And that was not the case. I just did not struggle with it. I did not have a problem with it. If you do want to see my other review with more swatches, then you can watch that one just to get the gist of the eyeshadow palette. But yeah, so we are going to be using these palettes today. So I'm going to be using this one. Last time I used the purple one, which was the Bling Boss, but I'm thinking that I'm either going to go with Ring the Alarm or Armed and Gorgeous. So I'm going to show you guys them really quick. So this one is the Ring the Alarm palette. This is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So looking at both of them, I think that I'm going to just go ahead and go with the Armed and Gorgeous palette, because I always do kind of like the warm browns and stuff, and there are some like greens and muddy like mustard colors in here, so I'm going to go with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. But before I jump into this palette, I'm going to do a couple swatches for you guys so you guys don't like rip my head off in the comments. So I'm going to swatch these three right here. I mean, there aren't that many. So I'm going to swatch the bottom ones right here, which are Top Secret, Smooth Criminal, Secure, and Prowl. So let's start off with Top Secret. Everybody was so mad that I did not swatch the mattes. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is Top Secret. Smooth Criminal, Secure. I'm getting a lot on my hand, so this is Secure. That's Prowl. Oh, that one was smooth. That one was really nice. So that is what they look like. There you go. There's some of the swatches for you guys. Let's do a couple of these shimmers. Let's do Classified. That's a nice shade. So there are a couple swatches of the mattes and then a couple swatches of the shimmers. We saw last time that the shimmers were nice. People were complaining just about the mattes and that they were really bad. So let's go ahead and just jump into this look. So the first color that I want to go into is Secure, and I'm going to be using a Morphe M518 brush. And then the next color that I want to go into is this Prowl color, which is a dark brown color. Let's see how dark this is. You guys know how I am with my brown shades. And I'm going to be using a Morphe M506 brush. And I am going to be cutting my crease because I want that green color to stand out a lot. So I'm going to really define my crease with this brown shade. So now I'm going to go into the green shade Top Secret, and I'm going to pack that on the outer parts of my lid. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the Smooth Criminal and the Proud color on my bottom lash line. I want to make this look pop because I'm looking really matte right now. I'm going to be taking the Classified color. I'm going to be taking that color right there on my lid, and I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush first. So I haven't been really into the like in your face highlight lately. I've been liking the like real subtle one. So I'm just gonna use the kind of like bronzer highlight from the Bronzer palette that I used earlier to contour with. They have this shade in here that is just like a nice little warm highlight. It's not too much and it's just enough. It's just like very subtle and not too much. It's just like enough to make my cheekbones stand out. So for lips today, I don't want to do anything like, obviously I can't, so I'm gonna go with something more cool. So I'm going to be aligning my lips with a brown liner. This does not have a name. I actually got it at like a 99-cent store, and it's just really creamy. So I'm going to be using that one, and then I'm going to be using my new favorite. Morphe came out with lip glosses, and I'm going to be using the lip gloss in Backstage. It is just so amazing. I probably already wore this in a video, but I'm going to show you guys. It is just like a neutral color, so I'm going to be using those two products. Alright loves, this is the final look for this like 2-in-1 review. So I'm going to start off by talking about the foundation first. Well, I feel good. Like, it looks good. It has a nice finish to it. I'm looking at it in the camera and the monitor and everything, and it looks really nice. My only problem was that when I put on the primer and the foundation together, it was just like it just snatched any of the natural oils that I had in my skin like away. I'm having to like spray my face, especially my T-zone where I placed the primer. That was the most part that was just looking so dry. As for it feeling dry, it did not feel dry. So one of the things that I read was that the foundation is supposed to be lightweight. It's super lightweight. I don't feel like I have much on my skin, but I feel like it has a nice finish and it looks really nice. Now to get in the Jaclyn Hill Vault eyeshadow palette. So I did a review on the first one before they kind of like redid the formula of them over because everybody was just like struggling with them. In my video I did not struggle with them though, and this one I did not either. I did not have a problem. I will say that I can see the difference between the old ones and the new ones. The old ones, in my opinion, were definitely like spot on the same kind of like formula as her Jaclyn Hill palette, and I feel like these ones are a little bit more, I want to say like chalkier, but not in a bad way, but you can just tell the difference between the two. I feel like the first batch was a lot more creamier, and I feel like this one is a lot more like thinner and chalkier. That is pretty much it for kind of like my thoughts and everything, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like this green eye. I don't do green eyes a lot, so kind of obsessing right now with this lippy and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. How have you guys been? Let's chat a little bit. Tell me how you've been. I know I've been like MIA, but yeah, don't forget to comment, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. I really appreciate when you guys subscribe. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.